All right, everybody. Hey, this is Uncle P from Super Easy Forex. And in this video today, what I want to do is kind of show you guys what is in my opinion, the best time frame to use when you first purchase our trading system to make some very quick and easy money. And so I'm going to show you guys some examples. My favorite time frame, I strongly suggest, now this is just me, most people come in as scalpers and they're getting scalped. And I've talked about that on many videos. That's part of the reason why you're losing money, is because you're on them short time frames and you really don't understand what's going on. And when price fluctuates and things like that, you're getting stopped out. So what I strongly suggest is to start with the 1 hour time frame. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go through several pairs so you can clearly see the obvious, okay? And what's really nice about our trading system is it has a back tester, okay? And let me take this indicator off because this is something else it'll help you with your trading, but it's only through the signal service, okay? So I'll take that off and show you what you're actually getting with the simplicity system. The daily dot comes with the signal service, so I'll take that off. Okay, so anyway, the other thing that's beautiful about our trading system, before I go forward, you'll see these little dots here, and that's very important. You'll see green ones and yellow ones. And you can change these colors to whatever you want, but they're called evidence dots. And what the evidence dot does, it actually shows you where the arrow came in at and it didn't work out, where the trade did not work out. So a lot of people like to go through the back testing, blah, blah, blah. We actually pre-built that into the system. So at one glance, you don't have to go through the MT4 slow process of setting up the back test. You can actually just scroll backwards and you'll see it for yourself how many times the trade's won and lost. See? So just by doing this, I can actually just see the dots. I can see it for myself, see? All right, so here goes one, you see that, okay? But now you can clearly see how many times it was winners versus losers. Look at that massive winner. Look at that massive winner. Now, what's even better is because when you go through the process of purchasing the system, it depends on this setting here on how you set it up, okay? So if you go into, go into the wrong thing there. When you go into the settings here, you can change this trend filter. It's actually an algorithmic trend filter, and the higher the filter, the less you see of these. Okay, and you'll understand that as you're going through the tutorials. But number two, when you go through the tutorials, some of these you're not going to even be affected by, because you're going to realize we don't trade during certain times, because that's when the markets are being manipulated to do this. Okay, so the indicator is doing its job, you know, gathering the information and presenting the opportunity for you. But based on us understanding when to take trades and when to stay out of the market, some of these you won't even be getting. Okay, but even if you did, look at how, okay, let's just say you had lost this little small trade, even though it made some pips here, and I'm showing you examples from the 1 hour time frame. If you were on the 5 minute, you would have got wicked out. But see, look, even this one, which came in saying, hey, we expected it to go further down like these big moves, and it didn't. Look at what it still did. It still gave you how many pips from here to here? 62 pips. Okay. All right. So even this one, look, it didn't give us what it was expected and but even this one, look, it was a buy. See that little green one in there? It was a buy, but it still coughed up 94 pips. So again, this thing is such a beast on the 1 hour time frame. Look at that. Winners, 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 winners. Okay, winner. And if I do it from here, you can see it went down, gave some good pips. And we do teach you to do 1-to-1 risk ratio. Okay, so a lot of these you would have made your 1-to-1 no matter what. Okay, so look at here. Here goes another one. And this is all just one pair. What if you just took trades just off of one pair? Okay, look at how many times you would have won. Look at that. That's 76 pips on the shoot down. So your risk, if you would have just, let's just say you put your stop loss from entry from, let's just say you got in here, put your stop loss, that's 71 pips, and it gave you 69. Okay, so that was close enough. You could have closed out and took your money. But then look at this massive winner. This one here, you would have known, according to our training, not to have taken this trade. Number one, it would have been at the wrong time. And number two, it's in the what zone? The green buy zone. This was a sell that came in, so therefore you would have ignored it. That would not have been a loss. And here's a live trade I'm in, and this is one where it went up to our zone. Here's the arrow. It came in. I caught it on the pullback, And that's why I was able to get in where I got in at, okay? So you can clearly see where I got in at on this pullback. But either way it goes, even if I would have got in here, you see where my stop loss is up there, clearly out of the way of the pullback target where they try to get people. And now it's on its ride down. So I can ride this down for a good while. Hopefully it'll make a long move like this one did, which gave us 190 pips. I'm already up 63 pips. So guess what? Even if it comes down to this area here, for those who are a little more advanced, if it comes down to this structure point here, I'm sitting in good pip money from my entry from here to there. That would be 130 pips. But look at how easy it was. I just took it off the 1 hour time frame. Jump in, put your stop loss, even if it pulls back. So what? Hang loose, be tight. You can go do other things. This is why you constantly see me doing videos where I'm doing other things, or I'm in my backyard on the lake or whatever, because I don't have to watch my trades if I'm taking off the 1 hour. Okay, so let's go through some and I'll show you a little bit more. So this was AJ. So let's go through AUD, JPY. Look at that. See, same thing. Arrow came in, pips were produced. Winner, winner, winner. See, because even if you just did the 1-to-1 and didn't do, well, I'm going to go from arrow to arrow. Just do 1-to-1. Okay, let's say you got in here, stop loss right about there, 90. That gave you about 70 pips right there. Okay, so if you good with the 70, take your money and run. You could have put your stop loss above the arrow right here, which had been 72. This gave you 68. That's close enough. Close it out. Take your money, okay? And for those who only wanted like 20 or 30 pips, okay, look at how many of these you would have instantly won. Okay, let's just say you wanted 20 pips or 30 pips. Let's say 30. This one produced 113. 30 easy. Okay, from tip to tip, here we go. That one gave you 40 pips. If you only wanted 20, that would have been right here. In and out, see? So 1 hour time frame with our trading system, I really believe it's the best. Even if you got in here on this pullback, okay, cool. Boom, 78 pips. So did you get your 20 or 30? Yes. Okay, that's just one example. And by the way, you can check the time frames. This is right here on January 15th. So these are all backtrackable right here. And you see there wasn't hardly any evidence dots. We don't even have any evidence dots. It means no losses. So you would have won a bunch there. Here goes ACAD, which you see I'm up 66 pips. Got that one on the pullback. We have one little evidence dot right here. Okay. But look at this massive winner. See? So your loss was so small compared to your winners. That's what I said. Just buy the system, trade it on the 1 hour time frame to start. Look at this one right here. That was beautiful. And I haven't even gotten into this because it was the weekend, but look at this one from here to here. Boom. There we go. Again. Okay. Here we go. Here was one that didn't work out. Okay. So look at how small that loss was. 20 something pips. This one right here would have already put plenty more in your pocket than that. That was what? 89 pips. Okay. 89 minus 20. That's what? 79 pips. Okay. But look at this one. You would have got in if you wanted your 20. Did it give it to you? Yep. 43 pips. See? And I can go on. Let's go to the G pairs. A lot of people like trading the G pairs. Okay. Look at this massive one right here. Look at this massive one right here. Look at this one here. Okay. Let's go to another one. GCAD. Okay. This one is sitting sideways, but look at that one. A winner. This one would have dropped down. It did pull back, but eventually went down. See? This one said, hey, this one didn't go the long distance, but did it give you 20 or 30 pips? From here to here, that was 120. Boom, there you go. Here goes another one. Let's take a look. It went up. See, this is why you got to be careful. Don't use them tight butt stop losses because they'll do this. Do it, pull back, but then eventually shot up for how many pips? 268. Boom, see? Okay, here's a popular pair, GBP. Look at that one. And I actually took trades. If you'll check my video, I posted on trades I took from bed. You'll see this is one of the live ones I took. This one is a very nice pair to trade on the 1 hour. Look at how many massive number of pips you could have got on this. Okay. And this is going back to, and you can see the data at the bottom. Okay. Let me make sure my screen is showing. This would have been on, what day is this? This would have been on December 14th. Okay. So it's from December. One trade. That's 260, 254. Two trades. Went all the way down to here before bouncing back up. And once it hit that zone, you can cancel out. 401 pips right there. This is all off the 1 hour time frame. And what's cool about this is because guess what? You can hold these trades, and because this is the 1 hour time frame, these can sometimes go for days. So you don't have to sit there babysitting your trade 290, 200, just say 300 pips right here, 200, 300 right there. So between this, let's see, 300, 240, so that's what, 540? Here we go, from here to here, that's 384. So 540 plus 384. Let me get my calculator. Actually, let me do it on screen. Okay, 540 plus 384. And that's just if you just took one trade, 2, 3. Okay, how much would that have been? 900, almost 1,000 pips. And this is just off of one pair, trading a 1 hour time frame. This trade for the buy, it did go up and it probably produced your 20 pips that you wanted. If that's all you want, is 20 or 30 pips left. Look at that. That was 64 pips before it actually turned wrong. Boom. So even the bad ones are still good money. Okay. If you're just doing 20 or 30 pips. So again, just get the system, but trade it on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Here we go again. Look, boom. Here goes one. It was too close to the buy zone, so I wouldn't have took this anyway as a sell. Okay. And this one here. Okay, because sometimes you're going to lose a trade, and that's okay. It comes with the territory, but let's just see. Did it give us at least 20? Yep, it gave us 26 pips right there. But then look at this. Went down, pulled back, and then boom, shot up. This one we would ignore it because it would have been in the sell in the buy zone, so we would have ignored it. Okay, this one was a seller. So even if you would have lost, let's just say you would have lost, no problem. Okay, how much would you have lost? Let's say you put your stop loss there. That's 32 pips we got to make back up, right? Okay, cool. So now if we took this trade here, did we make it back? We sure did, 104 pips. So if you went for 30 pips plus, and you said I need my 30 back from here, I need a total of 60 pips on this one trade, you just made 104. And then look at this monster. This one we wouldn't have took, too close to the buy zone. And then look at this one here. So no matter which way you look at it, you're going to come out more better. Look at that. That was 101. Okay, and that's the end pairs. Okay, look at this one. Boom. This is clearly in a sell area. We would have ignored that buy. And look, boom, massive. Look at it. Boom. 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 Here goes a little short one. It pulled back. But let's see what it would have produced. 26 pips, 28 pips. There you go. Let's look at the dragon. A lot of people like trading the dragon. Look at that. Boom. 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 Too close to the buy zone, would have ignored it. And look at this one. You just missed this one. And this was on last week on the 15th, Friday. This Friday the 15th, January 15th. See? You would have been able to make some pips on the way out for the weekend, before the weekend closed. How many pips? Right there. 53. See, it's just right here. There's no hiding it. There's no shade to it. Okay, it is what it is. Let's take a look. This is the Dow. Now, I don't trade the Dow, and you see why, because it's too choppy right now because of political situations. But if you would have caught this one, which followed our rules, and see, these did not follow the rules, so I wouldn't have been in these trades anyway. This one actually did. And as you can see, boom, and they dropped how many pips? And this is the Dow. For those who like trading the US 30, the Dow, how many pips? Boom. Okay, plenty of money in your pocket. Trade it with the rules. Now, this one, as you can see, is much more smoother as far as coughing up the pips you want. Why? Because it's the NASDAQ, not the Dow. And look at how many winners going back here. Boom. Boom. Even this little short one would have coughed you up your 20 or 30 pips that you wanted. Even though the Dow count, the NASDAQ counts it differently, but 20 or 30 pips, yes, you would have got it there. No matter which way you look at it, winner, winner, chicken dinner. This one, it did pull back a little bit and then dropped and gave you your money. Okay. Let's look at the gold. Boom, look at that massive moves. Look at that. Money, money. Even this little short one, it still would have gave you your money that you needed if you were just trying to be in and out. Boom, 124 pips. According to gold pips, they count it differently, but you get the point. You still would have made your in and out, got your money. Here you go, in and out. Maybe from here to here, you would have got out, but look at this massive move. Boom. Okay, and look at this one. It did pull back. It did pull back. But it could shoot up, okay? But even if you just got stopped out, this one being made you back your money, this one made you back your money, this one made your money. And gold is being manipulated right now, just so you guys know. So, of course, every once in a while, you're going to lose a trade. It happens, okay? But you can overall see. Now, here's something that you guys don't know. A lot of people who have these MT4s, your broker does offer stocks. Let's look at Twitter. Here's Twitter. Boom. Look at that. Here's Twitter. Boom. Twitter. Boom. See? Now you do have these gaps because it's the stock. And I don't trade these. I don't trade stocks with it myself personally. But if you did, you can still see you can make your quick monies. Okay. Now here's Twitter because they just canceled President last week, or yeah, I think it was last week. They canceled the President Trump's Twitter account, and so Twitter took a hit, but did not the system call it? See, some of these you don't take anyway because they're not going to fit into our rules. But when you do take the ones that clearly fits directly into our rules, then you'll make that money. And look, this was a clear one that followed our rules, and here was the money on the 1 hour. This was one that followed the rules. This one did not, because it would have been in the, even though you would have made a little something, but there was a reason why this one didn't work out. Why? Because it did not follow our rules. So there you go. But this one did. This one did. That's why you had the massive winner moves. And that's even on stock. Here goes oil. As you can see, short choppies. The market on oil has been choppy, of course, because of OPEC and situations with that. So this was a little choppy. We would not have taken this one because it did not follow the rules, but this one did. And look at what happened. Massive moves. Even this little short one, which did not really follow the rules, but it still made you some money. But this one did. When it follows the rules, look at how much money you're making off the 1 hour. And then look at this one. You just missed this one on Friday. This is oil. Followed the rules. And for those market makers methods, you know, you're looking for the M pattern. It's already built in. You don't have to guess on it. That's why I said, make sure to go through the tutorials so you learn what time to enter trades. Okay. You don't just jump in because the arrow pops in. Make sure you're following the rules. The only way to do that is when you sign up, make absolutely sure that you go through the tutorials, don't skip steps, and you can see the M pattern. Okay, right there. You can see it. Easy money. Some of you guys, you're struggling trading, and I don't know why. It's no need to struggle. You see that little crooked M? Okay, market maker's method. You see the M, boom, or the double top. Came back, double topped it right there, and watch what our system did. Okay, based on the arrow, it waited to after the foolishness was over. Then it came in and said, now let's get in and get this money. And look at what happened on Friday. And that's January 5th. Okay, 15th. Okay, so if you're going to get this system and you're tired of struggling in Forex, just get the system, take trades off the 1 hour time frame. Okay, easy, simple money. Don't make this harder than what it is. It's just as simple as that. Okay, you guys? Easy money. Let's make this money.